does. Because she does this. Art thou not she which has dried up the sea, the waters of the great deep, that has made the depths of the sea a way for the ransom to pass over? Who? God, known as the presence of God on earth, known as the daughters. That's who it's known as. Therefore the redeemed of the Lord shall return, and come with singing unto Zion, and everlasting joy shall be upon their head. They shall obtain gladness and joy, and sorrow and mourning shall flee away. This is our mother speaking to us. I, even I am she that comforteth you, because she's the one who was given the instructions. Who art thou that thou shouldest be afraid of a man? Watch this. Watch this. Pay attention. It's not saying women. Oh, we can include them in there because, the men say that off and on. But no, you really can't. I am she that comforteth you, my daughter, which is a select group, a select nation. Who art thou that, who are you? Who are you? All right. Now ask this question. How bold you got to be to ask this question. So what's in view is what you got to be asking. Who art thou? Who are you? That you should be afraid of a man that shall die, and of the Son of Man, which shall be made as grass. And forgettest the Lord, your maker, your creator, your potter. They're all the same, she. Your maker. It'll take you to the word form. That has stretched forth the heavens. I made that. Made everything you see. I alone did that, she says. And there's good reason. We see a woman alone able to create life in her womb. You can say, well, that's sperm. Well, let's go back to the very beginning. She's called the virgin daughter. And I'm thinking there's a deeper reason behind it. And she's telling us it here. Right here, I believe in the next verse. But she says, who are you, dear daughter, dear daughters, that you should fear a man that I have made like the grass, who's just gonna die anyway? And forgettest the Lord thy maker, that has stretched forth the heavens and laid the foundations of the earth. That's your stone, that's the daughter, comes straight from her mother, and has feared continually every day because of the fury of who? The oppressor. Who was the oppressor? Adam, the accuser, Satan. That's your oppressor. But watch. And has feared continually, you daughters, my daughters, who has nothing to fear by their revilings, by their tauntings. These men that are just gonna die, has feared continually every day because of the fury of your oppressor, man, as if he were ready to destroy. And where is the fury of the oppressor? Oh, he speaks of his own fury. He's written his own prophecies, but can he truly fulfill them? She says. No, you want to know why, she's saying? She's saying because he's not going to destroy anything that he can't create again, because he can't create it. So she says, where is the fury of the oppressor? Where is it? He can't afford to destroy it because he can't make it. Only she can. And that's what she keeps telling you. She says, boys, man, creating your father and son, God that don't exist. You keep saying, oh, this and that. You're going to burn in hell. She says it again down here too somewhere. Oh, pit. He's going to throw you in a pit. No, he ain't. No, he ain't. And the pit she's talking about is hell, Hades. The captive exile hasteneth that she may be loosed, and that she should not die in the pit. There you go. You're not going to die in no pit, no Hades, no hell, nor that her bread should fail. Why is your bread not going to fail? Because Mother creates all things. That's her glory out there. That ain't Father's. She made that. Father can't. Oh, but where is the fury of the oppressor? Oh, he loves to threaten, but he really can't do anything. Because if he were to wipe this creation out, he'd wipe himself out permanently, and he knows it. She can recreate, and she alone can do it. That's what she says. You say, oh, you got it all out of whack. No, I think something's really out of whack on planet Earth. That's what I think. And I think those false watchers with the eye in the sky has really worked on a breeding program that implements man as the creator and his sperm. And yet there's a suggestion in the Bible. There's a suggestion through that word virgin that she creates alone. The captive exile hasteneth that she may be loosed, and that she should not die in the pit, in Hades, or in the womb of Sheol. Know ye not? Whence ye are cut from the rock? Yep, I do. Nor that her bread should fail. Ah, there's plenty out there. My mother, who creates. But I am the Lord thy God that divideth the sea. She is. Whose waves roared. The Lord of hosts is not his name, her name. You turned everything upside down. You told the maker, the creator, the potter, that she had no power over her own creation. And you told yourself you didn't have to fear me. Guess what? That glory out there that you want to say declares the glory of the Father. Oh no, that's my glory. And you denied the rock that formed and birthed you, writhed in pain to create you. You denied her. You can keep saying Father, Son, all glory. No, you're wrong. She says, I alone do this. Me. He's not with me when I do it. I do it alone. Me alone. And there's ideas with this word again, virgin of, what is it? Let me read it. Why was the virgin daughter called virgin? Parthenogenesis, able to reproduce via a natural phenomenon known as parthenogenesis, a word which comes from the Greek for virgin birth. Oh, but it was a son, and it was really the Father or the Holy Spirit that came upon her and impregnated her. Yeah. No, she did it all by herself. So they'll say, if you ask the question, is there a such thing as parthenogenesis occurring in human form? They'll say there's never been a recorded case. Yet all of those in religion who believes in the virgin birth of Jesus believes in parthenogenesis. You're going to be hard pressed to say that this isn't true. If you're going to say, well, it says in the New Testament. And I'm already telling you in the Old Testament, it's already validated that she was the creator you denied. And she's called virgin for a reason. She didn't require a man to produce. That's why, and it sounds crazy to say, yet you will say, well, you're crazy, you're foolish, but you believe in the virgin birth of Jesus. Well, yeah, but that's because, well, really, she must have had sex behind a barn somewhere, right? I've actually heard some say that. They're not Christian, but they believe that. And I have put my words in thy mouth. So let's pick it up in 15. But I am the Lord thy God, and I divided the sea. It was the presence of God. And God says, when you turned on her, you turned on me. So, hey, they're kind of like this. They're one and the same. But I am the Lord thy God, and she was called God on the earth, and she, the presence, parted the sea, whose waves roared. And they roared against her. I'm sure they're doing it again. The Lord of hosts is her name. And I have put my words in your mouth, and I have covered thee in the shadow of my hand, that I may plant the heavens and lay the foundations of the earth, and say unto Zion, thou art my people, my daughter. You are my daughter. And we know this because it takes us all over to Isaiah 52. Awake, awake, stand up, O peaceful one, O Jerusalem, which has drunk at the hand of the Lord the cup of her fury, that has drunken the dregs of the cup of trembling, and wrung them out. So mother was mad because of all the false accusations that Adam was testifying to was going on in the earth. You know what he was calling her? He was calling her a harlot. She wasn't being called a virgin. And the same idea of her being eternal, like her mother, comes up with Shebna, who went up, was accused of cutting herself out a sepulchre with the kings. Well, now they got it a he, of course. They changed all the pronouns. But it's a she. And that's what Mother is so mad at her about. And she says, you were eternal. Why would you cut yourself out a sepulchre with kings that die, with men that die? So they have, men is what you're going to get. Men have tried to mingle their seed with these daughters. Why? Because the daughters are eternal and they create. Yes. You're not going to say they don't. That's what this is about. That's what this is all about when you get your context right. So it says, there is none to guide her, who? The presence of God in the earth, among all the sons whom she has brought forth. Neither is there any that taketh her by the hand of all the sons that she has brought up. So again, we get the mingling of men's seed with her seed, which is an eternal seed, really, is what you're looking at. These two things are come unto thee, who shall be sorry for thee, desolation and destruction, and the famine and the sword. By whom shall I comfort thee? Thy sons have fainted. We go on here. Therefore, hear now this, thou who is afflicted and drunken, but not with wine. You got drunk on religious lies, is what you got drunk on. And in a sense, when you chose to drink that down, you drunk down the cup of fury. That's what you drunk down. When you drink down this religious lie, the admixture of doctrine in the cup called wine, which is a man's blood washing you clean, you're drunk on it. It also becomes a cup of fury that you're drinking down. Thus saith thy Lord the God, thy God that pleadeth the cause of her people, and she does. She's pleading the cause for her people through daughters like me. Behold, I have taken out of thine hand the cup of trembling, even the dregs of cup of my fury. Thou shalt no more drink it again. Thank you, Mother Wisdom. We will never drink it again. She is going to provide us food and shelter always, because we are found to be her daughter, holding her law on our tongue and in our hearts. They want their male idols, and they're going to get them. Yeah, because when this Lord gets caught up to her mother's throne, then it's her law that it's actually her law that they're waiting on, it says. And then she comes down, she parts the clouds. Well, in Revelations, it says, then the heavens will depart. Yeah, she's parting it as she comes in. And they'll mourn, it says, over the one whom they denied. And that ain't a son. You denied her. That's who you denied. And, but then it's her law, and she will determine who lives and who dies, according to that. Thus saith our Lord the God, and the God that pleadeth the cause of her people. Behold, I have taken out of thine hand the cup of trembling, even the dregs of the cup of my fury. Thou shalt no more drink it again, but I'll put it into the hand of them that afflicted thee, that which have said, bow down, that we may go over. And thou hast laid thy body